Today we will be discussing adding integers. If you recall from the last lesson, integers are whole numbers and their opposites. So in other words, today we're going to be adding positive and negative numbers. There are two types of addition. For same sign addition, we're going to be adding numbers that have the same sign. And this moves us further in the same direction because we're adding like numbers. So if we add two negatives, we're going to move further down to the negative side. Negative 2 plus negative 7 equals negative 9. And if we add two positives, then we're going to move further down the positive side, like 2 plus 7, which equals a positive 9. Opposite sign addition, on the other hand, is a little more complicated. So adding numbers with opposite signs will result in cancellation between positives and negatives. And then whatever there's more of left over will be the sign after cancellation. So let's look at this picture right here. We have, in the upper left-hand corner, we have 4 positives. Those are the blue chips. And we're adding 2 negatives. Those are the red chips. Well, when we cancel out the opposite pairs, we have the positive and the negative 1 canceling to 0, positive and the negative 1 canceling to 0, and we end up with 2 positives left over after cancellation. So our final answer will be positive 2. On the second example, we have 3 positives and 5 negatives. And when we cancel out the 0 pairs, we have 1, 2, 3 pairs to cancel out, and then we're left over with 2 negatives. So the answer is negative 2. In general, when we have a big positive and a little negative, the answer will be a positive number. When we have a little positive and a big negative, the answer will be a negative number. So when we're adding sign numbers, think of it in terms of money. If you have cash and you get more cash, you're just going to have an even bigger pile of cash. 3 plus 7 equals 10. But when you get debt and then you add some more debt onto it, you're just going to have a bigger pile of debt. Negative 4 plus negative 5 equals negative 9. That's our more debt. When we're talking about opposite signs, we're talking about making payments on that debt. So what's left over when the debt is paid? Well, that depends on if there's more debt than cash or more cash than debt. So if we have debt plus cash and the debt is smaller, we have a $4 debt and we have $9 in cash, we're left with $5 in cash at the end of the day. But if we have $10 in debt and we only have $6 in cash, we still have a $4 debt remaining. So here are a few examples of adding. Here we have same sign addition, 2 negatives. So we're going to add the 2 numbers, the 9 and the 19, which equals 28. And since the sign is negative, we have a bunch of negatives. So negative 28 would be our final answer. Again, same sign addition, 2 plus 13. Well, we're just going to add the 2 and the 13 to equal 15. And since the sign is positive, the answer will remain that positive 15. When we are adding with opposite signs, we're going to think subtraction. So negative 12 plus 8, I think 12 minus 8, which equals 4. And since the 12 is bigger and the 12 is negative, our answer is going to be negative 4. Finally, we have 9 plus negative 3. Again, we have opposite sign addition, so we're going to first think about 9 minus 3, which equals 6. Which has more left over? In this case, positive, because it's the positive 9. When we're doing the canceling, there's going to be more positives left over. And so our final answer is going to be positive 6.